What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, where C-Zar gets crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Yes, we are. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. Let's get into this, man. Let's do this. Here we are. We're on the daily. I'm going to move it out to the weekly real quick so we can get a little bit of a look. Last week we did close above the green line. Very nice. Very bullish week. Honestly, a very bullish week. All the signs were there, and still might even be there for us to continue this move upwards, right? We might be taking a little bit of time. Hold on, I don't think you guys can see this, but I had to delete a little pop-up on my screen. Damn ads, man. You know, this week we still have a day and 19 hours left, about 2 days left. We could move up and close above. You can't really see it. Let me see if I can make it visible for you here real quick. Is this? I think so, yes. Okay, there we go. Something like that, yeah. So you can see the green line there, right? The green line's actually, I could have just done this, man. It's at $242.54. You can see it over here, right there, right? $242.54. If we can close this week above there, this is looking really good, man. It's looking really good. We're really close to that right now. We're only like $2 away from that, right? $3 away from that. It's not that far away. Even if we don't close the week above there, that's okay. Because really what we're doing right now is different behavior than we're used to. I kind of like these colors being faded. I don't know. I'm going to keep it like that for the remainder of the video. Leave in the comments if you think that that's a good look or a bad look. For now, I'm leaving it. It's kind of like ghost candles. Dragon Riders, let me know. And if you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And what I'm trying to say, let me see. Why is that? Okay, anyways. Is that this week doesn't look too bad at all, man. We came all the way down. We had a pretty positive reaction. There's more wick than there is body on this week so far. We closed above the green, the 123 moving average. We're above the 50 on the weekly. Weekly RSI overall has a nice structure to it, higher lows, higher highs. You know, we've been in this kind of consolidation phase for a second. But what's nice about this consolidation on the price is that we're consolidating around the green line. We're really hugging it, and we're actually closing. We're getting higher weekly closes, and we're closing above the green line. Where before we barely touched it, kind of like in this area, and then rejected hard. We tipped it here and then rejected pretty decently. Tipped it again, rejected again. Now we closed above it, and we've had a little bit of a wish-wash, but so what? We've been doing that this whole since October, man. You know, here found support, hugged it, broke below it, and then off to the races to the downside. And then we consolidated a little bit more, crept back up, and then really started to move down. So again, we might see an initial pop. But that, and maybe that pop does take us all the way up to $400 or $500, but we might come back. Bitcoin Cash is very volatile. We might consolidate a little bit after that as well. It's very very kind of normal for this thing to do that. But I do think that a big move up is coming. A big move in the terms of like over $100 in price from where we are now. So that would take us above 300, likely take us above 400 is what I'm thinking, potentially even above $500. But once we see that, I'd say really $400 to $600 range, I would expect we consolidate again, probably just like this, but to the upside instead of having the downside, right? Broke out, consolidated, then down. We're going to break out, consolidate, and then move up. That's my thoughts. You know, here we were doing the same thing. We were trying to get above it, hugging it for a while. When we finally broke out, we touched back, and then we continued. And then we moved down, we went up, we moved down, we went up. You know? Enough of that, though. Looking at the daily, we are holding this green line to the upside. We've shifted it from a negative slope to a positive slope. We're finding support on it, which is really nice to see. We haven't closed below this in quite some time. Can we close below it and still look fine? Yes, we've done that before. Are price targets below $200 still possible? Absolutely they are. You know, with the impending news of the Bitcoin ETF, whether it gets approved or denied, whatever happens, I personally do believe it's going to get denied, but whatever happens, we could see some extreme volatility. Like, we really could see a move in a day that takes us all the way down here and then comes back up the next day or in the same day, or maybe it goes lower than that even. I don't think that we're going to go below these lows here. I definitely don't believe that we're going to go these lows, but can we go lower than any of these lows that we've seen since October? Yeah, We can. Can we do that and still be in good shape to move up to $400 to $500 to $600 in the coming month or two? Yeah, we absolutely can. Maybe even in less time than a month, man, honestly. But I do think we're getting ready one way or another. The impending news, right, the buy the hype, sell the news event might throw a little wrench in things for a second, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe things aren't that bad price-wise for Bitcoin Cash, and then they move up. We do have lower lows in the RSI while maintaining higher lows in the price on a closing basis. Yes, we have lower lows on a wicking basis, but the RSI is measured on closing basis. So that's hidden bullish divergence. In an uptrend, which we do have, we have higher highs and higher lows. In an uptrend, that's a good thing. That marks continuation. So got some good things going for us, right? The weekly RSI doesn't look too bad either. Rejecting off this 50 and the green line wouldn't be too good on the 4 hour. That could mean that we have a little bit of downside to go today, but this can change. It is the 4 hour. You know, we did finish off with some bullish divergence here, right? You can see it. Oh man, that wasn't right. Low here, higher low here, low here. Basically like a double bottom actually. But bullish divergence nonetheless, bouncing off of that. So I do think this looks constructive. Not only that, but if you look at it, if you really look at it on the 4 hour, we've actually had this kind of like channel downward, right? And we've broken out of it. We've absolutely broken out of it. We had a 4 hour close above the 50. We still have about 3 hours left, so that's more than enough time for this red candle to reverse. It'd be really nice to get above this green line. It'd be really nice to start showing some strength on the 4 hour, because that would just confirm and confer with everything that I was saying at first, that I think that we could start moving up here pretty soon. But again, we have a pretty big announcement coming next week on Monday or Tuesday, at the latest Wednesday. But you know, less than a week from that Bitcoin ETFs plural announcement, whether they're getting approved or denied. And in my opinion, the ETFs themselves are not a big deal. It's the news, it's the media, it's the hype, the psychology behind the event that is a big deal, right? Like, the ETFs themselves are not that significant in my opinion. Yes, there'll be an on-ramp for institutional money. I'm not dumb, I'm not crazy, I understand that. But if institutional money really wanted to get into crypto, guys, they can do it. They've been doing it, right? JP Morgan, I'm fairly positive they've been in crypto since 2012. They went on record saying that. I'm fairly positive they have, if not at least since like 2016, 2017. But institutions don't need ETFs to be a part of crypto, right? If they want to buy Bitcoin, they can buy Bitcoin. They can do that. But I do think the ETFs will provide another avenue for more money to come in. Yes, but I think Bitcoin Cash, they can excel far beyond where they are now without the ETFs. So again, the ETFs are not that big of a deal, but the news itself, because there's all this euphoria, all this hype, all this mania around the ETFs news, plural, is what I think is going to be a big deal, right? So with that, I think that we could see some volatility. We could move down a lot. We could move lower than these lows and then move up. We might not move lower than these lows. We might do fine and then continue to move up. But yeah, man. I don't know if I have anything else I want to add. Yeah. Let's see. Tipped the 382. You tipped it. Tipped it 3 times. You're really resilient on that 382, man. Breaking above the 618 and not closing above it for a second week would not be encouraging. It would be really, it's not that it'd be discouraging, but it'd be really nice to get multiple weeks to close above the 618. It took us so long. We tried so hard to get above the 618. It'd be nice to get another week and confirm that we are indeed breaking out. But if we don't, it's not all over. It'd just be nice to see. I don't know. Maybe let's look at the 4 hour again. Top to bottom. If you're above that 382, oh, not really, but you could, man. It's not a bad look, honestly. Might be working your way up, man. It'd really be nice to see what we can do by the end of this week, you guys. At least get above the screen line. And if not, let me see. I know a lot of clicking, I know. If not, it'd be, I mean, if you get above the green line, that's nice, but if you could really get above this $252 level and 60 cents, that would be very encouraging as well. 2 weeks closing above the golden ratio, that would be really, really nice. When we fought so hard to do it, we just haven't been able to do it since this low, and we finally got it last week. If we can get 2 weeks in a row to close above it, especially after coming down all the way like that would be a really good look. So still 2 days left. We're down about 8% in this week. Bitcoin Cash can definitely move up 8% in 2 days, you guys. You know it can. So let's hopefully we get that, and if not, it's not all over, but I really would like to see a close above that green line there at about 242 and 53 cents. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else I want to add. So if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day, good night, and give your loved ones a hug, man. Give them a hug. Call your mom, call your dad, call your brother, call your sister, even if they're shitheads. Pardon my language, I'm sorry. But, you know, we never know how much time we have left on this planet. You never know. All right? Be nice to your pets, and, yeah, be good out there. Take care. Bye-bye.